famous student Alice Argo. Hello. Yeah, you gotta just turn it on. Are you good? Yes, son. You're good. Welcome. I was just about to ask you some Alex secrets. So there's secret. Actually, glad you showed up when you did. God damn it! And now he's here. And we'll never ever know. We'll never know.
I had my chance.
Gosh.
I mean, I told him you went to Yale.
Yes, sorry. Sorry, everyone.
Well, on that note, what was it like studying theatre at Yale?
Oh, goodness. It's been a long time now, and I'm an old man, so I've forgotten the line.
You're not an old man. I think we're the same age. Do not say that.
So sorry.
Do not say that.
It was cool. It was a grad school program, so it was super intense.
Oh, but tell them, who was your roommate?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually, he was a class. I was
This is like deep Alex lore and also David Matrango.
Yeah, fellow voice actor David.
They were roommates.
He was
You
in my
were roommates with David?
Yeah, and yet he says, I don't know, I forgot everything.
I just got off plane, no, sorry.
It's okay, I'm
Do you
here
know
for
what?
you.
David messages me every time he has an audition for a Scottish voice. And the last time David messaged me, when he sent me a weird script, it was a burger commercial.
Did he make you read it to him?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And that's like the worst word to say in Scottish.
Burger. And it was like some fancy dragons and like fire, and it's like, then the flamed grilled burgers. So it was all that kind of stuff.
Oh wow, really growly.
I saw him recently and he was like, yeah, I didn't get it. God, I'm sorry.
So they actually wanted you. I assumed that your read.
Yeah, they did.
Weird. They
I want to be Burger Girl.
Yeah.
God damn.
Burger Girl.
Burger Girl. That's amazing. I must say, now that I know that deep Alex lore, next time I see David.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never tell people this, and I think it's fascinating. I'm like, that's just another lifetime.
It was a lifetime ago. It's a long time ago.
Before you stepped on the stage, Alex, we were talking about booth sweat. It was a really sexy.
Yeah, like when booths get really hot and you kind of sweat, and you're like, what do I? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about how does it feel like, because I watched anime growing up, so it's like, oh, is this like surreal? Do you have to like pinch yourself? Do you get really? I'm like, yeah. There's things that aren't fun, like booth sweats. But yeah, it's really fun.
There's not a lot of circulation.
Yeah, and now I know people, and I'm like, God, I listened to you growing up, and I hate telling people that, because they go, Megan, I need you to stop talking. They're making me feel really old. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but it's true, and I love you. And now now that we know each other, I can tell you that, and you don't think I'm just this weird, crazy person stalking you.
Weird and crazy is good.
Yeah.
Maybe not the stalker part.
No.
Everything else fine.
Yeah,
Let it
but
hang out.
I'm like, you're kind of trapped with me because we're getting dinner at a Mexican restaurant and there's margaritas, so I can tell you whatever I want. You can't really leave. You have a bill to pay, so.
I had a question for Alex. Since I think we're the same age, we grew up with the same things. We grew up with Thundercats,
Yes.
Turtles, all the 80s stuff. So coming into anime and working in this side of the industry, doing voices for anime, what have you learned about anime? I mean, obviously you were into cartoons growing up, but what have you learned about anime that you didn't know about before?
I'm just constantly always kind of impressed and a little overwhelmed at the breadth of the universe creation. And especially now when there's so much content out there. You know how it was back when we were growing up. It felt like there were like 4 things to watch at all times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was some great stuff, but like the dam is just broken, and so now there's just everything out there. So I'm always impressed that no matter like what you're a fan of, you will be able to find several things in the little niche category of anime that speak to you. And I just think that's remarkable.
And there's so many episodes of each thing, and the lore's real deep. Do you guys find it hard? I mean, obviously you're reading the characters and you're in the character, but do you find it hard keeping up with every detail that fans might speak to you about? Are there things that you find difficult?
Sometimes I forget what I've done if it's been a long time. And I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. Oh yeah. Or like with Anya, sometimes I'll go, people go, oh, can you put like a quote on this thing? And I go, yeah, do you have like a quote in mind? And sometimes they'll go, no, whatever you want. I go, oh, okay, cool. And then I get to put whatever I like. And then sometimes they're like, can you put this on there? And it's hilarious. It'll be something hilarious. I'm like, I forgot I said that. I don't, that's crazy. And it's the most unhinged thing I can possibly think of. I'm like, I can't remember saying that at all, but that's amazing. I'm proud of myself.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I mean, the Spy Family, I feel like it's not that hard because we all really like it. I know me and Natalie, Natalie keeps up with the manga like on the app, on the Shonen Jump app. I read the books. I haven't read a couple of them. I need to sit down and do that. But so we kind of keep up. Alex just goes in blind. He's like, I'm just here to do it.
I learned a little. I don't.
Yeah, you like to be in the moment. That's your thing, and I'm like, I can't wait till you get to this scene, and they're like, I have no idea what that is. I'm like, don't worry, it's great. The movie was fun because we had no idea because that was just an original story completely, so none of us had any idea going into it what it was going to be about.
And that carried all the way over until we sat and watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because we never got a script to read for that, and so we only
they all
record our own bits.
Yeah, they all go their separate ways, kind of. They start together, then they go on their little 3 paths, and then they kind of all come back together in the end. And that was really fun watching that with everyone, because there's a whole storyline. Like, I forgot, Natalie was like, oh yeah, and then the robot. And I was like, what are you talking about? A robot? What are you talking about? You fought a robot. What movie are you in right now? And then there's me over here going like, the poop god. That was really fun. And then, I don't know, Alex was like doing secret mission.
They're not here, Sherry liqueur.
For cheering liqueur.
Does it help or hinder, I guess, like, when you're, so just from a pure acting standpoint, I'm quite interested. Does it help or hinder when you go back to source material, to look at source material, or actually come in from a completely different angle and just go, well, this is how I feel about this character and I'll build it from there? How do you kind of start with that as actors?
I kind of go back and forth with that. There's a part of me that always feels like there's a little bit of danger in soaking up too much of the source material just because we don't know and we have no control over what's going to be lifted from that for the actual show and what's going to be left behind. And so it feels a little weird to load up on all of these like given circumstances that may or may not come into play. It just gets a little muddy for me. So no, I usually when we're starting a role that has kind of a long-term arc, I'll spend a lot of time with the director on episode 1, 2, 3 or so, just really taking our time, doing a lot of beats. That's kind of my way there.
It's quite collaborative.
Very much.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I think so. And for us now that we do the Simon the Bata, we also have the option now that we can watch the Japanese episode before we go into the booth. So that's what I've been doing lately, just getting like the basic story tone.
Yeah.
And then relying on the director for anything else in his and upload.
I just show up, especially for Spice. Because I always say this. You two always get the kind of serious content, and then I'm just over here like, ah!
That's kind of immaterial.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, this is so fun, but it doesn't matter. It has no bearing on me. Sometimes, we had the big clock tower bomb episode kind of at the beginning of season 2. And she kind of has this moment there, but really, like, that doesn't happen too often. And so I'm really fingers crossed. I'm really hoping, because again, can't remember, and I'm really bad at remembering what order things go in. Because I have a 2-year-old, and I don't remember things. Okay,
That's fine. You're
listen, I'm just doing my best, dog.
just surviving.
Yeah, sometimes I can't remember what order things are, so I'm like really hoping there's a really cool arc that happens at the school, and I really am hoping that's gonna be in this next season. Because that's really cool. And I love anything that happens like at the school with all the kids, because I just think they're so funny together. So I'm like, please. I can't remember when that was or how that was. So please, I let me.
Has having kids? Do you have kids as well?
No, he has a cat.
Oh.
He has a cat.
A wife and a cat.
Yeah, I'm a cat lady. I'm a cat mother.
Yeah.
But has having kids, I guess, like, made you look differently at the job, roles that you're approaching? Has it changed your mindset at all?
Anya specifically?
I like to think that now that I have a child, And she's becoming more insane day by the day because we're getting to 2. I like to pride myself in going, well, I nailed that. I nailed it. That is how a child is. You know? So
I'd love
pat
to.
myself on the back.
I made it. I made it.
I did it.
I'm wondering, I kind of, this is such a dumb question, but Alex, has having a cat really affected the way that you're pushing?
I think Loid is kind of like a cat guy.
Oh, 100%.
He's a cat
I mean, he
guy.
likes Bond very much, but I think he's.
He would much prefer a cat, like if that was an option.
I've got lots of friends that not only work in anime, they work in games as well, on camera. And one of my lovely friends, her name's Jane, she works predominantly in games. We were talking about voice work, and she was saying, for animation, you have to go a bit quicker and a bit more hectic, and for games, she's a bit more dramatic, of course. What is that like? That must be tiring, like having to elevate almost the acting, the style, certain words. Do you feel that with anime?
I do so much anime. Like I could never do theater like Alex because I would rather gouge my eyes out than do a stage play. But that's also because I'm horrible at memorizing things.
Okay.
And so I get really anxious, and then I like self-sabotage myself. I'm like, well, okay.
The live aspect, that doesn't appeal to you.
No, hate it. I would much rather be like, here's my perfect thing that I have done for you. So, but yeah, it is interesting. So I do a lot of anime. And that's primarily just because I live in Dallas, and so that's just a big thing. I always tell people it kind of depends on where you live. Like a lot of people live in LA, they'll do more games, and because there's tons of games being made out there. And then there's some anime, so there's still that, but it's primarily games and commercials and things out there. And in Dallas, it's like, here's the biggest anime studio that exists in the world right now. Here you go. But yeah, it is. So I don't know. I'm kind of used to it. I'm just used to that style of like, oh, and then and then when I do the occasional game, or I'm in a few mobile games right now, and so then it's really fun because I do get to like slow it down. It's still
your brain right.
Right. It's still kind of like it's anime style, so it's still kind of that same acting, but not being constrained by you have to go this fast and you have to go this and you can really like take your time with it, and that's really nice. So yeah, but I feel like I'm just used to the hectic like okay.
Yeah, that kind of like anime style we're talking about. Wow. That's I think a little more typical with younger identifying characters. I don't play a lot of younger identifying characters, so I don't deploy that energy a whole lot.
Yeah, and I will say it is so different anime now, dubbed anime now versus like in the 90s or like early 2000s even.
It's relaxed.
It's very relaxed, and there's so much more like we want this to sound grounded, like grounded for anime, because there's always that anime always has a specific sound to it.
Yes.
And there's always going to be very anime specific things like the reaction noises that people make are not like any other thing you do. And so there's always that aspect to it, but it is a lot more grounded. And I always tell people are like, oh, it's just so over the top. I'm like, you should really go watch like this show or this show, because they're very like chill, and like they try to make them as realistic as possible. You know, but I mean, there's still anime aspects, but you know.
I'll say, the anime that I've loved, like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
And all this, like, I mean, that's just a whack bar. Those are very grounded, and the performances are wonderful. Yeah, really, really great. But yeah, I was wondering that because there are slight differences, like work on stage, I guess, from stage to on camera, and then in the booth. Alex, are there things that you took from your training that really helped when you came to do voice work?
A whole lot. The main one though, that's really required to, I think, be good at it in either arena, is relaxation. Is you have to figure out how to work from a place of relaxation, because if you are nervous or tense or anything like that, that just puts up walls to the stuff that needs to flow through you. And in the booth, especially with voice stuff, like any like raised heart rate or like nerves or anything like that will affect your breathing, and you will hear that kind of stuff in the reading. So you really need to be kind of baseline heart rate and baseline breathing rate and all of that stuff. And I find that that's a learning curve thing. Like I haven't been nervous in the booth in a decade, because I've been doing it for so long. But there's a long time where you're not quite sure of yourself yet, and so there's just a little bit of that. Learning how to get rid of that and operate from that place of relaxation is really key.
Yeah, that is so true. Because again, I didn't really do theater, but I have a music major. So I was still in college doing like vocal performance and that kind of stuff, So I was doing things in front of people. But because when I started doing voice acting, it was a different kind of thing in front of people that I wasn't as comfortable with. And I always tell people I did so well during my like open audition because I knew what anime sounded like, so I kind of knew the vibe, and I just kind of said I have to like make this count because I really want to do this, and I did it. Was it the best? It's something a bit. I'm sure I would go back and listen to that now and be like, oh, let's never listen to that again. But yeah, when I first started, because you just have these two, you have your director and your engineer, and they're just kind of, you always feel like they're staring at you. They're never like just staring at you. They're looking at their screens and the script and all this other stuff, but it feels like they're just like, you're like a fish in an aquarium because they're on the other side of the glass. And yeah, it was very hard for me to begin with to feel really just relaxed. But I feel like I also got a long way because I knew what it sounded like, but I also treated a lot of sessions early on like as like classes almost, because I was like a poor college kid and there weren't a lot of options for voiceover classes at that time. And so it was just like, I'm going to soak up all this knowledge and information like a sponge. So I was always like really tense, but I feel like I did a good job. But now it's like night and day where I feel fine. I just kind of, I'm so much more relaxed. And it is a thing that I consciously had to work on to get really comfortable with just being there.
You do. I think with any kind of performance-based job, I was thinking about that recently, actually, in the first job I did in the stage specifically. I got thrown in front of 1,500 people.
Good luck.
And I was like, okay then. But like, here we are. And everything in my body, your nervous system, it feels weird. You're right.
It's like fight or flight. You're like, what do I do?
And you have to calm your voice. You have to have those techniques and the way that you project and things. I haven't been nervous for a long time, but I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Sometimes I'll get nervous if it's a type of job I've never done before, or if it's someone I've never worked with before, but I know they're like really cool, and I'm like, ooh.
I think it's subtle, like, sometimes, often, what you're feeling are the character's nerves, and that's like super appropriate. And you want your heartbeat to raise with theirs and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's different from my mind's racing 100 miles a minute because I don't know if what I'm doing is good, if what do they think of me, and am I gonna get another job? That stuff just completely obscures your ability to focus.
Well, when was the last time you genuinely both got nervous as actors? Like, the last time I was nervous was when I went back to stand up because I was totally different from this. Because you're way more. I'm exposed when so it was different. So what about you guys? What was the last time?
I haven't cracked that relaxation nut with on-camera stuff the way I have with theater and voiceover stuff. And so I still feel anytime I have to do anything on camera, a commercial or anything like that, I do have that tiny little inner monologue of, I don't know if what I'm doing is good enough.
What's the difference there? Because you're still the same actor, or you still have the same talent and technique, and they've chosen you for that job. So what is that?
I think it's just experience level with that specific. I've done less of that than the other two, and I do that so like sporadically, and I never done like a lot of it in a row, and so I just never get that comfort.
I get those kind of nerves whenever I'm taking, on the rare occasion when I'm not so busy that I like spinning around like a crazy person. Whenever I do like a class or something, when I do have the time and it's a thing that I haven't done before, I always get kind of that nervous thing, like, ooh, yeah, am I good enough? Like, I know I have a lot of experience here, but I'm through the roof on like anime, but then like over here I did an audiobook class like a couple years ago, and because one day I want to do an audiobook because I love reading and I love it, but they're very hard to fit into your schedule because it's a lot of like, well, you got to make the time to do this. It's very like you do it and then you send us this stuff. It's not like going to a studio with scheduled time, so that's hard to do. But I did a class and I was so excited, but also I was really nervous because I was like, ooh, I know I'm really good at all this stuff, but this is a total different style of acting and performance, and like I want to be good at this, but am I going to be good at this? Like it was very, yeah. So anytime I do a class about something I'm not 100% sure about, I'm like, ooh, yeah, it's kind of like that feeling though. Yeah, I think it's kind of nice because you're like, well, at least I'm not full of myself.
No, it's very humbling. I did advice.
Yeah, you care, and you're like, I want to do a good job. I want to learn how to do this thing well, just as well as this thing.
100%. And it's good that you're still, like, you do classes and you're just
When I can, yeah. And sometimes now, I mean, this is a great problem kind of to have. The couple of websites that have really good classes, they sell out so fast because there's so many people wanting to take these classes now, which is great. That's wonderful. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, no, I want to take that class. Stop buying that.
Classes are wonderful. Yeah, like there's so many actors that I have interviewed over the years who have done so many great things and they still jump into classes. You have to keep.
Yeah, I remember I did a class. This was like pre-COVID, and I went and I did this video game workshop because again, I haven't done a lot of like video games. I do mobile games, but I feel like they're a different type of beast. So I was going and I was like, I want to learn, and I did this one night workshop and I met this guy and he was really nice and we were just da 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 da. He was like, where are you from? I was like, oh, I'm from Dallas, da da da. And then I found out later on it was the voice of Donald Duck.
Okay, so oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's amazing.
I know, right? I was like,
It's like, I'm just trying to figure out how to break into this business.
Totally. I'm like, yeah, I guess you're set. You're Donald Duck, but man, I mean, yeah, you still. I mean, I guess you still want to do other things as an actor. Like, I'm not. Yeah, Donald Duck. That's great. Job security. Woohoo!
So, what do you guys want to do going forward? I mean, you know, you've got these roles. You're doing your work. You're working. Working is good. I always think.
Love that. I love paying bills.
We love paying the rent, the bills. That's.
I like buying more veggie straws for my kid.
I like feeding my cat. That's always cool.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to go as creative people next, I guess? Like, do you want to keep just doing this forever?
I mean, I could do this forever and be totally fine, but also because I feel like there's, as you get older or do more things, I feel like you get to kind of do different kinds of roles, or people go, oh yeah, you can do that, and then they kind of figure out what else you can do. But yeah, I really want to do audiobooks. Again, I would love to do that. Also, just like, I would love to do more of a traditional video game type of thing, even if it's just something small, because I don't really get the chance to do that very often in Dallas. So that would be fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I've never done like prelay or anything, so that would be fun. But I know that, again, those are all like dependent on where you live. It's not because I have to tell myself, it's not because I couldn't do it. It's because where I live, the market I have is this thing right now. So like, I'm perfectly happy. But yeah, Stan.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I've kind of arrived at a nice balance of things. You know, at least in terms of the way I live in the way that I get to, you know, create art and all of that stuff. I'm really happy doing this. I've only been doing the convention circuit for a couple of years, but I am enjoying it. I really enjoy getting out and seeing the world and feeding the people and all of that stuff.
Except for this summer. This summer, the airlines have hated us. They've made our life miserable this summer, but the cons themselves are great. But man, the travel is...
The last 2 weeks has been nightmare. No.
But doing all this, doing the voice work and stuff also allows me some flexibility to do other projects and other mediums quite a bit. He spent most of his youth developing a brand new play with my wife that she wrote, and I.
Wow, we were gonna tell you we were in Colorado last weekend, and Natalie went to go see the play, and there was some Carrabba's.
Oh,
So she told me about the Carrabba's joke in your Max Play, and I was like, man, Alex isn't here to get the Carrabba's joke. But we had Carrabba's.
That's really great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's just constantly stretching and working the creative muscle somehow.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask some silly, unrelated questions.
Yay.
And then we're going to go to fan questions. Do you guys have some questions out there?
You better.
You better. That's no pressure. I'll run out, and if you put your hands up in a second, I'll run out and get you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the most spy thing you've done in real life?
Hiding things from my child. So
Love
she
it.
doesn't like, because she'll be like, and I'm like, no, we don't need that right now. She's like, and then I feel like hide it and
Do you have
keep it out of her eyesight.
a box? Do you have like a place where things go?
No, we usually just go, oh, I don't know where it went. You like throw it on the counter behind our back, you know?
So, like things are in your t-shirt.
Yeah, pretty much in our pockets. We're like, I don't know where did it go? That's so weird. It disappeared.
Love it.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to kind of over plan trips and things like that. So like a couple of weeks ago, my wife and I went to New York for a couple of days. And I feel like I do that Loid Forger thing where he has like 6 different versions of possibilities. If this goes wrong, then we can do this. If this goes wrong, we can do this. And I just load up on all of this anxiety for no reason.
I'm there with you, my friend. I'm definitely that kind of planner. Okay, if you had a secret double life, what would your alter ego do?
Oh, God.
Alter ego.
My alter ego would probably be really boring. Because I would either want to work like in a bookstore or a library and do nothing all day.
That sounds great.
I'd be perfectly happy just shelving books all day.
Love it.
Yeah.
What about you, Alex?
I think I'd be like a high-powered like Michelin chef at a restaurant. I think.
High powered, huh?
High power.
Like a robot.
Like a big soup restaurant.
I was gonna say like Ramsey. Did you say robot?
Yeah.
I'm like Gordon Ramsay, like a robot.
Yeah.
Like a Ramsey robot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There we go. Okay, best disguise. You can only choose one disguise, and it is out of these 3 things:
Oh, okay.
sunglasses, a fake mustache, or a wig.
Oh, a wig. Oh, a wig, yeah.
What kind of wig are you going for?
I don't know. I used to cosplay like way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
So I'm good with a wig.
Okay.
I'll cut it up and do all kinds of stuff.
Do it stuff.
Yeah.
So you're in a wig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's obviously fake mustache, right? Like
I mean, if I had a
that's
fake
the big-
mustache, I don't know how much would disguise that would
I mean, if it's purple, like your hair,
You-
I mean, I
you
would not be
know,
able to see you.
Yes.
I'd
Yeah,
never
give me a good like 5 o'clock shadow, you know?
I love that. Just not just this part's normal, just a 5 o'clock shine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the wig.
Yeah, like, you know, like when Lady Gaga did that thing where she dressed up like, yeah, that's me, yeah.
Do they want to be in your spy team with this really weird setup? I'm loving it. Okay, now you can only choose out of these 3 things: a spy, to become a spy, or an assassin, or a telepath.
Kind of telepath, right? I mean, I'll
I-
take an
I would
actual
be-
real superpower.
I'd be a telepath with the caveat that I can choose
To switch it off.
to switch it on and off. Because if it was just all the time, everything, like, how awful.
Can you imagine what these people might be thinking right now? What are y'all thinking?
That's why Edward Cullen was so depressed all the time. He couldn't turn it off.
I love it. It'd be really mundane Scots because I just think about changing my cat's litter tray and what I'm having for dinner. You know what I mean? Like,
What are the rules with Anya? Is she able to?
I don't know. Like, it's kind of, they haven't really said, but I think she can kind of tune in and out. Because it's never like discussed as like, oh, I can hear it all the time. It's almost like when she focuses on someone and then you hear that little sound effect thing.
She never seems like she's overwhelmed by.
Right. So I feel like it's when she like hones in on a person. So yeah.
do you walk about during the day with a kind of sort of internal monologue going?
Oh God.
I do all the time.
I do, yeah. Did you? Well, what is it? There's like a certain percentage of people that don't have like an internal monologue.
I don't even understand it. Like I don't even understand what that means.
Silence.
Well, no, isn't it that they don't
Picture things in your head.
Well, that too. That's a different
Oh,
thing.
it's a different-
Yeah, yeah. So some people don't have an internal monologue, and you're like, you just go in silence.
That's guys out there. Do you have an internal monologue?
Who doesn't have one?
Yeah. And who thinks in pictures? Put your hands up if you think like,
Oh yeah.
colours. God, and put your hands up if you think in like words. You're like talking to yourself constantly.
Yeah.
Right. And who's just got nothing? It's tumbleweeds in there.
It's a tumbleweed and a marble just rolling around in there, you know.
We've got a tumbleweed
donkeys.
person over here. I can't imagine that. I would love that. You're very lucky because my anxiety brain's going on.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I do have anxiety. That would be nice to be like, shut up.
Oh my god, the gerbils are always nervous. Oh, they're having like a meltdown all the time. Let's run it to fan questions.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Gotta get your steps in, Claire.
I gotta get my steps in. Okay, you guys.
In your heels too. That's very impressive.
These are my con heels.
Wow. Oh, con heels.
I don't feel my toes after 3 days. I have no toes.
Oh man.
Toes are dead.
Well,
Guys, hands up.
Hands up.
Question.
yes.
Start over here.
Question.
I'm moving. Is that okay? Right. Okay. We'll see if we get feedback or not. We'll continue. I'm good. Thank you so much. Hello, my love. What's your name and question?
My name is David True, and I actually have a couple. Alex, whenever you're... Oh, I kind of went over it just a second ago, but do you ever had deja vu whenever you're talking out loud to your cat and you're like, huh, will Loid actually have said that?
Kind of. I mean, I feel a little bit like Lloyd sometimes with the inner monologue thing, and that also that he very often has to like look like he is in control of things, and that he's cool and he has all the answers. But what you're hearing on the inside of his head is, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I relate to that as well. So
Did you have another question, Sid?
And whenever you're in the booth and you're trying to have fun with the next one, have you ever thrown out your Mona for an Anya bit or anything? Whatever the Mona boy.
Oh yeah, it was another show I did. Mona. Yeah, Mona was funny. She's crazy. I love her. What's fun about Mona, for those who don't know, Mona is from like the countryside of Japan. So her inner dialogue is kind of like almost like Alabama Southern Belle, posh, not like kind of that, like, but then her outer dialogue is like, well, I live in the city, so I can't have like she's trying to be all like cool and like not have a country accent, so it's very fun. She's just chaotic, and I love her. Yeah, I don't know. She's just fun, and I love to scream in her slightly country accent because it's really fun to scream with a little bit of a accent. It's very fun.
Thank you. What's your name again? David, thank you very much for your question. Thank you. Who's got a question? Come round.
Raise
Okay,
those
okay.
hands. Raise those
Right over here.
hands.
All right, steps are being made.
Yeah, there goes Claire.
There I am. Hello, my lovely. Hi, what's your name and question?
My name's Joanne.
Hi,
How do you
Joanne.
say Stephanie? Questions are
3? Yeah, I'll allow it. Go for it.
2017, yada yada.
You're good. Let's see how we get on. Go for it.
First question. Since Anya is of the television and Loid, he's a master of disguise as a spout. For Anya, or for Megan, if you could read minds, whose mind would you want to read?
Would I want to read? Well, it's not Natalie or Alex. Those two are too anxious for me. I love them, but also I'm like, I know how insane we all are, so I'm like, I don't think I can
just
add
on
on.
travel days for me.
Yeah, we go to the airport. I don't have to read his mind. I just look at him and I'm like, it's okay, Alex. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna get home. Don't worry. I would want to read my dog's mind. I have a dog. He's a silly little guy. It's really funny because my husband tells me that when he crawls under the bed, whenever I'm not home, he will not come out from under the bed, and he only listens to me. Like if my husband gets down and is like, get out, come on, get out from under there, we gotta go. He does not budge. But I get down there, I'm like, come on. He's like instantly like, he's a little brat that way, and I think it'd be fun to read his little dog brain.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely love to. Oh, I'm sorry, is it same question for me?
Yeah.
I would love to definitely read my Catsman. That would be fun.
So fun.
But yeah, I think I don't know. Now that I think about it, that does sound kind of burdensome. Maybe I could use it to make some money, like sit at a poker table and read
Yeah.
poker players' minds, so I know what kind of cards they have.
Yeah.
Seems fruitful.
Sometimes you like lose on purpose so they don't catch you.
Yeah, you gotta be smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had two more questions? Do you want to ask your next one? And then, does anyone else have a question in the audience?
Ask away.
Oh, we have one. Okay, so can I go over here and come back? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's go over here. Hello, my friend. Oh, what behind the sit next to you? What's your name and question?
I'm Alberto. My question is, what is your favorite moment in Spy Family? Either the show or the movie?
Oh, the show or the movie. I really like in the movie, there's this scene where Anya finally finds the bathroom. And then she's leaving, and those two guys like see her, and then they have this like hilariously animated, like I called it the Scooby-Doo scene, because it's, you know how in Scooby-Doo it's that you see a hallway and they're all like running through the doors. They like do that where it's kind of just a static shot, and it's them just like running around in this shot, and we just got to go like like it was just all this like crazy moving sounds, and that was really funny. I thought that was so cute because I don't know, it was so fun. I loved it.
I enjoy the moments of the brief moments of lightness that Loid has. So I enjoy.
I really loved him getting slapped in the face. That was
Always a good time.
amazing.
Always a good time. But the gift shop at the cruise where he's trying to
So
find the
not,
perfect outfits to look like a cool dad.
so
It
not
just
cool.
fails.
So not cool.
Also, the little moments like when in the last episode of season 2 when Bond gets drenched with water, and we actually have a moment where Loid like can't contain his own laughter and like actually has like a moment of vulnerable
It's so
joy.
cute.
Those are nice.
It's so cute. Thank you very much. We have time for one more. Should I come back to you? Do you want to ask your question? Okay, we're good. All right, let's. Hello. Okay, hello again. So, what's your second question?
Are there any projects that you guys are looking forward to, as in like dubbing or dubbing an anime that has not been dubbed yet, or a manga adaptation that you're looking forward to dubbing?
Oh, I know nothing about this, but one show that I'm really, really excited to see, because I read the manga and it's just so beautiful. If you haven't read it yet, I hope you read it because it's gorgeous. It's Witch Hat Atelier, and it's getting a adaptation, and I swear to God, if they don't make it the most beautiful looking thing I've ever seen, because the author who drew it, they've drawn like Marvel comic covers. So like the art, it's a manga series that I have to take my time. It's really hard to get through because the illustrations are just so lush, and there's so much to just kind of absorb when you read it, that it really takes me a while to get through a volume of that series. But it's so good. The art is gorgeous. The story it's fun. There's mystery and magic and cute kids, and it's adorable, and yeah. So yeah, I think I'm really excited for that. I just want to see how beautiful it's gonna look, because the book is beautiful. So yeah.
I just started doing a role on the Reborn as a Vending Machine show that I kind of like looked at before but had spent a lot of time with, and it's a fun little show. But the character I'm doing is kind of a type that I never get to do. He's I don't even know what they call Loid for, but I'm having a blast. But he's kind of soft spoken, and he's secretly obsessed with shoes.
Yeah, in a weird way.
Can hold it in a little creepy way. But it's just a fun diversion for me to get to do something that's a little weirder.
Those are always the most fun when you get to do something you never really get to do. They always stick out in your head. So yeah.
Thank you for your questions, you guys. Have you enjoyed the panel?
Yay! I hope so. You